Very good morning and good evening to I'm Naushat Sheikh of the members of Plural Labs. At Plural Labs, we are providing technical training to job aspirants and working professionals by IT professionals. So all our trainers are practicing software developers with over 15 years of experience in software industry. This is our third batch, and uh, we are providing multiple courses: Java, Python, DevOps, and .NET. Currently, we are focusing on Java. Currently, this batch is being focused on Java. So in coming weeks, we'll also start our courses on Python and .NET. So if any interest in that side, you guys can contact me.
We're also doing in DevOps in the future.
Yeah, we are doing DevOps in the future. So we will update in the group if you're connected in the group. So we still
Also, of the Python, are we covering as a data engineering or something else?
can we put queries to the end of the session? There will be a good time allocated for the queries. So
Okay.
yeah. Is my voice audible to everyone? Is my voice clear?
Yes, clear for me.
Yeah. So what to expect in this course? So this will be around 80 to 100 days of course. This course will be around 80 to 100 days. That's around 3 months to 4 months. In this duration, we will be covering all topics related to Java and J2EE, Hibernate and JPA database, Spring Boot, microservices, UI with Angular framework, overview of DevOps, and much detailed description about the syllabus will be given by our instructor in few more minutes. So I'm just giving you the introduction of how this course is going to be handled, and then this course also will be continued with doubt solving. During the course, your instructor will be personally connected with you. You will be provided with trainer's personal email. You can ask any kind of queries related to the subject and can expect a response from the trainer within 24 hours or as soon as possible. You have a team of instructors who will be ready to answer your queries. And then during the course, we will also be having interview preparation. And one main reason most of you guys are here to crack the interviews. Well, this course is specially designed to meet your needs. And at every class, instructor will take you through the interview questions that might be asked in that particular topic. So that by the end of the course, you will be confident enough to crack interviews. And then let's introduce our instructor. So he is the hero of the course. He is Basha Sheikh. Basha sir is a full stack engineer with over 15 plus years of experience of working with Java. He's currently working for a well-known reputed company in India. And cherry on the cake, he is having a very good experience in recruitment drives and hiring developers for US clients. So he's the one who knows ins and outs of the interview process, and you are in safe hands. So by the end of this session, I will share the roadmap of how we will proceed with the further classes. During that slide, I will also explain you the course structure, course fees, and duration, timing, everything. So let's welcome our Basha sir. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Naushad.
1 second, sir. I need to give you the host access. So in this part, if you have any queries, you can shoot me.
Hello, everyone. Good morning and good evening. So let me share a screen. So today is more about like an interaction section. So I want to know related with the course structure, like what we need to take it up, like what are the concepts we are going to cover here, like and like how much duration, uh, along with like what are the syllabus at high level I'm sharing. So once this class is completed, so my team will share you. So let me share a screen so we can just walk through related with the high level. I'm sharing a screen. Let me know if it is visible.
And 1 minute, sir. And
Okay.
guys, please stick with the class till the end so that I will also give introduction to the platform to which you all will be getting access to. So the paid students who will be joining our course, they will also be given access to our platform where all the classes, live classes, recorded version of live classes will be available. So please stick with us till the end of the class. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a code syllabus related with the high level. So initial like 30, 35 days, like we are going to spend here much in core Java, so core and advanced Java. So where we discuss more about like object-oriented concepts, like basically like what is object-oriented concepts, like how do we need to write a program using object-oriented program. So like what are the concepts it will come on core and advanced, like control statements, arrays and strings, and like major concepts like exception handling, collections, like JDBC and futures. So 30 to 35 days we are going to we are going to spend here most probably. So this course is basically designed for like freshers to experienced people. Like why we have taken core and advanced Java for 1 month at least is nothing but, so this is a core pillar, as I say. So if you know how to write a program, in the sense like if you know like what is a concept, like how to design any program, so going forward, in the sense like when we start Java EE, in the sense like there you feel little comfort, in the sense like it will be easy for you. So to understand any enterprise application which we are going to write, it's not about that like still I see like 8 years, 9 years, like we say like in real time, but still most of the people will struggle while designing or write a simple program using collections, and they don't know more about like how to handle the exceptions, in the sense like if I want to handle the exception to my own, or if I want to handle the exception which already developed programs or applications, they don't know exactly like what piece of code and what type of keywords they need to use. These concepts are really important to move or to start with Java EE. Basically, like if you want to handle the enterprise applications, these concepts gives you the basic confidence, and these are the main pillars. Even if you talk like, I mean, this is about like the those who are in like who are already working and experienced candidates. Is I think, but like still, if you are using any Java EE applications like JSP or Hibernate or Spring Boot, so even there also you need to use all these exception handling, collections and all. If you are comfortable and if you know these concepts well, there it is easy to design. Not only that, like for example, like we are talking more about Hibernate and Spring Boot, because everywhere we are using as an application like to derive that. But going forward, let's say like Java is, like we can say like we as a Java professional, we need to keep on update with the updated technologies. Because if you see like before 5 years or 8 years, we don't have this much demand on full stack, like as well as like Spring Boot and Hibernate. There servlets and JSP was the market. So now we are moving for another technologies. Like tomorrow also, one more technology will come. But how Java developers build the new technology is nothing but because of this core and advanced Java concept. Is nothing but, even if you want to build or write any web application, like any web application using like a Spring Boot concepts like MVC, REST, or microservices, these are all the 60%, like 60% of the code you need to use from core and advanced Java. So these concepts are really important to learn new technology or to adopt as per market standards to grow yourself. These concepts really helpful. That's why around 35 to 40 days we are going to spend with these concepts most probably. After that, once we complete this, again, in the, as Naushad already mentioned, here two things, one, at the end of the course, most probably after 1 hour of our course complete, I'll share in detail material. In that material, we have a coding snippets, whatever we have discussed in classroom, whatever the programs we have defined, all those capture in that material, and assignments also I will give, so that you will have a good hands-on whenever the concept is completed, so that next day if you have any queries related with that programming concern and all, so you can drop the mail also, so that I will give a reply, so whether you are following a right path or not. Okay, so now once this is done, so now once we core and advanced complete, so these are the concepts we are going to work on Java E. Before Java E, what we'll do in as part of advanced Java, so JDBC is one pillar, so where your Java program is interacting with your database. So how we are going to interact with the database, what are the CRUD operations we are going to cover there. CRUD is nothing but create, whatever the data already you have, you need to update or delete, or you need to fetch the data from DB. All those things we will take care. So initial, before JDBC, initial 4 to 5 classes, I'll take database concepts also. So how database queries we need to write, basically to interact with the database. Java program, in Java program also we need to integrate DB query. But what is the DB query? What are the commands we need to use? Basically, how to do a DB setup, how our Java program will interact with the database. All those things, 3 to 4 sessions, I'll take care there. After that only we'll start JDBC. Okay, once the end of the JDBC, again we'll go with the futures. It's nothing but what are the advanced features we have in Java. Is that but we'll compare version by version, like Java 8 features, Java 9 features, Java 10, now the current features, whatever we have, for example, functional interface, Lambda, multiple new features have been developed, so that based on our requirement, we can integrate those new features to our regular programming. So that's there related with core and advanced Java. In J2E, so most probably, so we'll start with what is client and server. This is very important, like client and server, what is your request, how you are sending request, and how the response is generating for you based on your requirement. So to process that client and server architecture, so what are the different tiers is nothing but how your program will interact with the server. In the sense, in case of error, is nothing but what is the response you will get. In case of valid scenario, what type of response you will receive, but how you are receiving that. We'll discuss in tier architecture, and servlets, JSP and JSTL. These are crucial building blocks. So if you want to read here Spring Boot, can anyone please go mute? Who are on mute?
Can you please,
Please go on mute.
please unmute. Please mute yourself, Chandrakala.
Okay, so here servlet, JSP, JSPL is really important. What happens is it gives you a basic how I need to interact with the server. Basically, what is a server? How many different types of servers we have? How can we interact with that server? What is a web application? Is I think, but how my web application will interact with the server? How my web application will interact with database and all. For example, if any college going students are there, so basically, so if they want to see or if they want to fill their fee people, or if any employee is there, if you want to get the pay slips, or you want to see his hierarchy, is that about who is his supervisor?
Hello.
So what he will do, basically, he will provide one input. Naushad, if possible, you can mute.
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay, so basically in web application, right? We are giving some kind of input details, like filling the form of a school fees or a college fees. We are giving our admission ID and all. So when I click submit button, so two things, first, it will fetch our details, how the details are coming from backend, somewhere that management has stored some kind of a repository where all the student details will come. Based on that, it will. So that is nothing but one kind of a web application. We will see in depth. So around 10 to 12 web applications we are going to develop. Why we are going to work with servlet and JSP is nothing but till you guys reach your REST, MVC, and microservices. These servlets and JSP, like if you follow me, if you do hands-on regularly, if you join the class regularly, then this is really easy. Nothing. Spring Boot is nothing here. So if you are thoroughly comfort with these concepts like servlet, because 80% knowledge we are gaining here only. Only the thing is nothing but same logic, same web applications. We are just converting into our new technology. Now Spring Boot. As I said, tomorrow one more technology will come. Based on this knowledge, we can adopt that one also. But as I said, in Java, this is advantage. Whatever the new technology will come in future, like after 2 years, after 5 years, or after 10 years, but Java developers will not left the existing core features. So that they develop based on the core features. For example, so even if you want to write a Spring Boot small example, right, you need to use exception handling, you need to use strings, you need to use collections, and again, you need to use the features provided by Java. Along with that, servlet and JSP concepts also we will come here. So like if you want to reach here, these concepts are really important. Again, come back to here, design and develop web applications. As I said, like 10 to 12 web applications we are going to spend here. All those web applications, like what are the different web components we will get, how our web application will interact with the developer, interact with the database. How can we fetch all the information available in database in a proper format, alignment and all. So we will see here in Java EE in initial days. Post that ORM. Object relation mapping.
Sir, you have the host access. You can,
అదే లోపల ఉండు దీని తాళం నీ దగ్గర ఉండేనా ఏం లేదా
నా దగ్గర ఎందుకు ఉంటది
మెల్లగా మాట్లాడు
ఎందుకుంటా నా దగ్గర
అదే అందులో లోపల కూడా లేదు మన బ్యాగ్ లో కూడా లేదు
the Zoom and
Say this.
Chandrakala, her name is Chandrakala.
విహాన్ ఇద్దరు ఇట్లా ఆకేసి
Texted her multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. One second. Let me reshare my screen again. Yeah. So come back here, like ORM. ORM is nothing but like, again, Hibernate. Hibernate basically object relational mapping. Again, it interacts with the database. So, but to reach Hibernate, you need to know JDBC, like Java Database Connectivity. Same concepts, again, as I said, right? Like whatever the JDBC concepts we are using, classes and interfaces. I will explain in detail, but just to say the difference here, like if you comfort with JDBC, then it's easy to learn Hibernate. This is thing, like core is main thing, basic thing. Like what is how we can say a good developer, a good programmer is nothing but a core. If you know basics or if you know concepts, then programming is very easy. Like we can write based on the concept only. Okay, so object relational mapping, Hibernate here, like again, once that is done, like we will enter again, like we'll enter into Spring Boot, where REST is a main pillar, core pillar of Spring Boot basically. So whatever the concepts we are going to learn till here, like core, Java, EE, ORM, all those concepts will integrate here in Spring Boot. Spring Boot is nothing but, so whatever we'll learn is nothing but, as I said, like core Java, advanced Java, whatever the concepts we learn there, all those knowledge, what we will do, we will design a program here, like with these applications, with the help of the Spring basic features. That is one. And again, like MVC, like model view controller, as I said, like here in servlets, we are going to develop like how to design or how to develop your application. Same thing we are going to do in MVC using Spring Boot. But the knowledge and the concept, everything is same. Only the thing here is like the mechanism is different. Like how do we need implement, that is different here. That's it. And again, like post MVC, like it's a Spring microservices. So Spring microservices, it's we are going to introduce from here. So post that like in UI. So as I like whatever the web applications we are going to develop, web application is nothing but user interface. Like user is filling the details by seeing front end. Front end is nothing but what he is seeing. So now you are able to see this course content. There is nothing but a view part we can say. Okay. So that view part, we will going to use HTML and CSS till here. What I can say, Spring Boot. So post that Angular JS with any web application will take and will complete this course. In the middle, so as I mentioned, so along with this course, what we are doing is nothing but so interview questions. Like again, I'll just provide a code snippets as I mentioned earlier. So assignments also will provide regularly. Post that. So based on your work, based on your bandwidth, so do it. So again, like just spend some time. Like if you're joining a course or spending a good amount of time here, then the expectation from my end, in the sense from my end, is nothing but join the course regularly. I mean classes regularly. If you're working and if you don't have time, or if you're working on a different time zone, go with a recording session which is equal to our live session. Okay, which is equal to your live session. So even still you are going a recording session, still you are feeling uncomfortable or you have a queries, then we'll share a email ID. So most probably even assignments also you share with that email ID only. So most probably once we go through that, we'll give a response on that. Okay, so moving to next thing. So this is high level. In depth is nothing but like, as I said, right, a course duration will be, so first batch we have taken 99 sessions. So second batch we have taken 100. In the sense it's a period of 95 and 100 sessions most probably. So again on time. So the powerful and good feedback what we have received, especially from the students from first batch and second batch, is nothing but dedication and punctual. Is nothing but most of the classes will go regularly. Hardly we have taken total 90. First batch we have taken 3 holidays, most probably 3 to 4 by proper communication. In the middle, we have a issue with one day we have a issue with the Zoom server, and public holidays we have like 2 to 3 days. In second batch we have taken 5 holidays in the middle. So again, one session with the Zoom updation. So it takes like 24 hours to update the Zoom, so that multiple students from different time zones, they can able to access the application on time. So that's for, and rest of the 4 holidays we have taken for these public holidays in the middle, like festivals and all. So one day for sick leave, so due to climate changes and all. So again, like as I said, like 95 to 100 classes will go regularly. And again, the expectation from you here is, as I mentioned, so do join the class, learn, so that we can become a good programmer as a full stack developer. Okay, so moving on. So what is the goal basically? So what is the goal basically from Plural Labs? What you expect? Like what is the course we have designed? Basically, this course is designed by keeping the mind for freshers to experienced. As I said, right? Like freshers to experienced. So I feel still we are saying like experienced and professional and all. But in IT industry, I still feel we are fresher only every day. Because this is a creative job. Yesterday, whatever the work I did, tomorrow, the same work will not repeat. New challenges, new work, new interactions, new requirements and all. So every day we need to feel as a fresher only, because we are keep on learner till you there here. We need to be learned. We need to learn and we need to prove yourself, so that it will help us to reach our career in a good shape. Okay. So even like a 20, 25 plus years of experience, still they are struggling because they are having that passion to learn. This is my new day. I don't know like what work it will come. I don't know what requirement it will come. How do I need to do a functional analysis? How do I need to write a program? What technology is going to come in future? So how can I adopt that? All these queries, all these challenges we need to face day-to-day life. Okay, so again, this course I have designed in a such a way that like new to programming, like experience in another language, experience is nothing but, let's say like in Python or a .NET, already having 3 to 4 years of experience. But due to the market, due to the demand in the market, in multiple factors, so they want to switch to Java. Yes, they can easily switch to Java. Whatever the course and whatever the content we are sharing here, it will be easily help. As I mentioned, so we will go from basic to advanced to complex. Like this, we have designed a course. So again, looking to develop your Java skills. As I said, like 5 years, 6 years, we will say, but still struggling will be there. So if one assignment will be given, let's say one assignment will be given, like a hard deadline is most probably 1 day or 2 days, but still some of the resources or some of the professional who are working, still they look out with the help of other team members. Basically, so because they don't know the confidence, they don't know, they don't have they have a subject, but they don't know confidence how to express all those things we have taken in the sense like throughout my experience, like in interview perspective, in my work culture, like I have seen multiple ways, like what are the drawbacks, like what is the like where two factors we can take. People is having knowledge but they don't express how to do that. Second thing, people don't have knowledge but they want to learn, is that they want to learn and implement. So as I mentioned, work management is nothing but we'll share. So usually, like if you are a fresher and what I can say, like if you're searching for a job, so after 2 months you are getting a job. So basically, what is a work management? How the work culture will be there? Like how the work will be assigned to you, how you need to mingle with the team members. As part of the course, I will take in the middle of the sessions and work management, how the work will be assigned, what are the different tools we have, so that we can manage our work 8 hours, so that tomorrow when you join any scrum call, in stand-up call where you want to share your status, so how can I manage, like even if work is in progress, is nothing but not yet completed on time, but how can we manage, what skill I need to develop to handle those things. Those things will cover here in work management. Again, like agile metrics, as I mentioned. So what is a culture? Different types of work culture IT industry follow to get your work update, like during production plans, during releases, and like if we receive any production defect, what type of work and what type of character we need to show there. All those things will cover in agile metrics. And third one, interview FAQ. Like as I mentioned, like so each concept I have divided into the FAQs. So based on that concept, let's say like we have discussed about object-oriented concepts, object-oriented basic programming. So from that, like what to expect. A recruiter in technical one, in technical two, a recruiter may expect some of the basic queries. Like how do we need to crack that? How do we need to understand that queries? We'll cover here as part of this course. And moving to that, so basically, so what is full stack? The course we are saying like a full stack Java developer. Like here, I'll say just before going to this backend and front end and full stack developer, usually work culture will be having like most of the full stack developers don't have teams. If you have team, then you are luckiest person. But as I see in real time, basically full stack developer don't have a team. They are the individual contributors, 60%. So 40% they are having a good amount of team, like divided into different sections that I will discuss. So full stack developer is nothing but, let's say you are a full stack developer is having like 3 years or going to be a full stack developer. Usually requirement will come like this. So your team lead or your point of view contact, what he will do, he will share one of the screen to you, UI screen. You need to understand, they will set up these many technologies we need to use. This is the design. So you need to follow that. That is nothing but a front end. Front end is nothing but, so how you are designing is nothing but how user can view your work, screen and all. Second thing, so if I want to fill any input and click on any button or click on any action, if I'm performing any action, how my input is reached to the backend, or how my input is going to store in backend. Somewhere we are storing that as a repository, whether that is a database or an external file or a properties file. So where that we are storing that. That is nothing but a backend work, is nothing but storage. So nothing but, so whenever you are combining these two things in one place and you are handling multiple things, we can say that is nothing but a full stack developer. Is nothing but you are designing, you are developing, you are managing everything end to end as an individual contributor. That is nothing but, that is why we have a more demand, because if a company perspective, like a more cost cutting is nothing but, if they won't recruit full stack developer, they need to develop or they need to design or they need to form a team to complete a project on time. They need to hire UI developers, they need to hire backend developer, I mean database guy, and like UI guy they need to hire, and again like they need to hire a testing team, and again they need to hire like management team, so that all these team members are working as coordinated one, so that like we can complete our work on deadline. So avoiding these things nowadays, like people or like HR recruiter recruiters or team members are focusing more on full stack developer, they will take individual contributor. So they will act as I mentioned, they will take care end-to-end work so that front-end knowledge, back-end knowledge is really necessary and important to become a full stack developer. You need to know, so how can I design my form? How can I design a table? How can I view, like my view, how can I interact with database? Is it whatever the data I'm going to fill, how it is interacting basically? Those kind of a knowledge and good amount of expertise is required here. Okay. Yeah. So now again, basic things, as I mentioned, right? Like if you are a individual contributor from full stack developer, that's fine. But let's say some of the companies still follows small teams to complete the work on time. So what are the different areas we have? Basically in any Java project is nothing but, so Java programming is nothing but a Java developer. So where we need, as I mentioned, like what is the technology, what is the tools they required, all those things come under Java. And UI development. So basic tools and technologies we have here is HTML, CSS is nothing but if you're going with an Angular JS as well as Bootstrap. So these are the UI development usually people will consider to design their forms based on their requirement. Again, so Java EE consider Spring Boot like Core and MVC. So this comes under Java. It's nothing but as I mentioned, right? Like a front end and back end developer. This is a Java basically. Java developer should learn or should know. This is a mandatory basically. So now a testing team, they will hire a separate testing team. Is nothing but they will verify what exactly you developed, whether your development is meeting with the functional requirement from a product manager. Does it helps? And does it complete your requirement or not? Testing team, they will hire, and the testing team will be a separate. They will do multiple activities based on whatever the work you did. And like whatever the work you did, basically. So as I said, project is nothing but more than one people. It's nothing but it's a team, depending upon the size, like a 5 members, 8 members, 10 members. Every day we do work. Again, we need to store whatever we do the work. I mean, it is not preferable to keep your work in your local machine. If something goes wrong, whatever the effort you did, all will go. So that's the reason like a DevOps operations will come into the picture where you can manage your code safely by using some of these tools like Git and Jenkins, like Heroku and DataTag. It's nothing but tomorrow, if anyone joins after 1 month, HR recruited a new team member. So they want to learn. It's nothing but they want to adopt your coding standards and they want to start from the middle. It's nothing but let's say you have completed 5 screens out of 10 screens. 6th screen it should start. So new resource, what he will do? He will pull the code, whatever available in that repository. As I said, Git. So what he will do? He will take all the code which you already completed. So now he will start from where he need to start. As I said in our example, like he's supposed to start 6th screen. So all the code we can safely store here in Git. So again, like a database I have mentioned as Oracle, but different companies will follow different repositories to store their data safely. Again, with multiple environments, like a team is having multiple environments, like a local environment, like a development environment, QA environment, staging and all multiple environments they will going to stay. But this is the overall picture where we have a different team members, different teams or different roles is going to play in the project. Okay. So again, this supposed to start from tomorrow. So what I will do here is nothing but like, as you mentioned, like a Java comes under 3 parts, basically Java SE and Java EE and Java ME. Our main focus is Java SE and Java EE to design enterprise applications, standalone applications, database applications, everything like with server side programming and enterprise distributed applications. We are going to focus on 1-2 areas. So again, like as I said, today is an interaction where we can focus on like what we are going to do in 90 days. Like what are the things, what are the concepts, what are the technologies we are going to learn and adopt so that will become, I mean, we can say at the end of the course or at the end of the day, we can say, yes, I know this technology. I have a good amount of experience on this particular technology. I gained a lot of confidence. So I can say that full stack developer, give me any work, I'll try, I'll analyze, and I'll complete. This is the main motive. Okay. So as I said, like, I mean, my team members are saying these are the demo sessions, like first 2-3 days. But from my end, this is a regular. From tomorrow onwards, actual syllabus will start. So we'll start from core concepts. Again, the session will be 1 hour. Initial days will take for 1 hour, like based on the time suggested by my team members. It will go for 1 hour. But once we reach in the middle of the course, it's nothing but like a Java EE, where it's very difficult to complete a simple web application in 1 hour. So 15 minutes most probably will be extended so that like we can see the target of our time so that we can reach the timeline. Okay, so without any disturbances or without any issues, like when we start Java EE, or if I see people more interested in core Java, still they're having some issues understanding and all. So in that case, we'll see like how can we take this course. But initial course timings are 1 hour will take initial days. So once I start server programming, like a Java EE, like when we start actual web application design and all. So each application, like one web application, it is hardly it will take 45 to 1 hour. So extend like 1 hour, 15 minutes will take. So 1 hour from Java EE. So these are the, this is for today, like from my end. So if you have any queries, yeah, please ping me chat. So I'll respond there. Stopping the screen for today. Yeah, over to you. So if you have any queries, yeah, you can take. Yes, SQL concepts. Yes, as I mentioned, right? Like for JDBC, basic requirement is to get the idea on database. Like what are the commands I need to use? Like 3 to 4 sessions I'll take on SQL concepts. What are the commands? Like what are the integrity? Like how can we protect the data? Like how can we avoid duplicate null values? So that like again, that database concepts will be more focused. Like how can my Java program will interact with the database. In terms of Java development part, we are taking as a SQL concepts. Yes, 4 to 5 sessions I'll take care, like where I will go with the basic to advanced concepts. First, we'll work totally that 4 sessions. That 4 sessions will be purely on database only. So how to write a query, how to build a query, like what type of results, like if I want to create my own table, what are the commands I need to follow. We'll learn there. After that, same concepts will integrate or will form using Java. So which version Java will be using? Like Java 17, we are using like IDE is IntelliJ IDE community. I'll share the details tomorrow.
Yeah. So guys, let's take 10 minutes for the queries. So shoot your queries in the chat section. And then after the query section, I will let you go through the course fee structure and show you how our platform looks like for registered students. So will we be covering GraphQL as well? Sir?
No.
Yeah. Any more questions? Will you focus from complete basics on data structures, time complexity concepts?
Yes. Yeah, we'll cover whatever the concepts supported by Java in collections. So most probably collections is the piece, as I said, right, like 35 to 40 days. So in collections and data structures, we'll focus, like we have 10 to 12 sessions there. Most probably hardly like 2 weeks we are going to spend entirely. So that those are the building blocks. As I mentioned, right, collections and exceptions are the building blocks to learn any technology in future and in present. Okay, yes.
I hope that is clear. Sir, can you user?
Yes. Yeah.
Any more questions? So a question from MK. Will we cover how to write unit tests and how to handle exceptions?
How to handle exceptions, yes. As I mentioned, right, like that is the concept in core and advanced Java. So predefined exceptions, how do we need to handle, as well as how can I write my user defined, is nothing but how can I write my own exception details so that whenever I write a program, if any exception will come, what is the message we are passing? Yes, again, like to write unit test, yes, JUnit test, like Java unit test. We'll see like what is the syntax we need to follow to our program, like how do we need to execute, what are the patterns and what are the annotations we need to use. So yes, to answer your query, yes, we are going to use. Will we cover how to debug? Absolutely, absolutely. Debug, yes, yes. How to debug? Yes, definitely. Because like if you're writing a small program, you need to learn like what is the flow of my program? Yes.
So a question from Akshay. Angular version. Will you cover how to bind API and UI?
AngularJS, we are going to take care. AngularJS, like where how your UI will interact with that application, like web application, as I said, right? So in that case, yes, to answer your query. So yes.
So
So
yeah.
API and UI, we are going to show, and again, like how your AngularJS web application developed, how it interact with the backend, how it will fetch the results and all, will show that.
So question from LR. Do we cover any cloud services like AWS or Azure?
Plan is to take like AWS, not Azure, because cloud computing plan is to take. I need to take like 1 or 2 sessions from this course only. So AWS till now, till now we have not added AWS, but the plan is going forward. It is there it is there to add AWS. Only the thing is the material is a concern. That material is not yet ready. If I get time, I'll provide the material. Otherwise, I'll take 2 to 3 sessions. So we'll give what is cloud computing, what is the need of a cloud computing nowadays, how the work culture changes, like once this AWS comes into the market.
Yeah.
All those things as part of work management, I will share at the end of the course. Like once Spring Boot is completed. So again, like in terms of AWS, how we develop, like what are the web applications we developed, right? With that knowledge, we will take this AWS concept.
Yeah. Another question from Harish. Do we cover microservices architecture as well?
Yes. Architecture is a key pillar, as I mentioned. So before going to any technology, first we'll walk through what is the flow. What is the flow from basic to end? So what is the architecture we need to follow? Yes.
Yeah. So another question from MK. What about logging?
Log4j we are going to use, but I have not taken up here. So, but logging is nothing but Spring Boot. There is no separate log4j we are going to implement. Spring Boot itself, it provides a default, like predefined logging mechanism. With the help of Spring Boot, we'll get those logs. Again, like all those things, I need to see like 100 days sessions. So if these queries and these are the concepts, if I'm going to cover, how much extra time you need to take. So if based on demand, if it is required to all the students who are going to join, then we'll take it up for 2 to 3 days, like where we'll different stages of logs, like info, warn, debug, error. What is the cost? Okay.
1 second. So a question from Chandrakala. Hello, how much do we need to pay for the course? Chandrakala, give me 5 more minutes. Let's complete the technical questions. I will answer your management questions in 5 minutes. So question from Harish. Do we cover entire structure which is used to become pro Angular UI developer, including JS and TypeScript?
This I need to check AngularJS related, because Pradeep is one of my team member who is going to handle these sessions. I will take this query. Okay, so I'll just discuss with him and I'll get back to you again on this. Naushad, I mean, you can note this query. So what level we are going to cover AngularJS and all. So how many sessions we are going to take. So we will reply this.
Okay. So Harish, soon you will be getting an answer for this. If you join our tomorrow's class as well, then we'll be back to answer this question, or I'll try to text you on WhatsApp. So ping me on WhatsApp. And a question from MK. Can you also cover high-level architecture, system designing before starting the course concepts?
Yes. High-level designing is nothing but like this design, system design is nothing but a concept. Concept is nothing but, let's say, for example, inheritance. Like basically in Java program, how can we design in inheritance concept? What are the syntax? What are the keywords we need to use to refer any concept? Let's say even as I said, right, like in Java EE, we have multiple architectures. So once we complete that architecture, flow, concept, then only we'll move to program. It's nothing but if you are clear or if you are fine with the concept, right, by using that concept only, So here programming is nothing but whatever the theoretical concept we are going to display, whether that is a definition or the flow, same thing we are going to implement in a programming. In that scenario, like if that is the case of your query, system designing, yes, for each and every technology, we have an architecture, we have a design, basically. So how we need to implement, what are the tools and technologies we need to use. That is nothing but a system design. System design is nothing but what is the technology you are using from front end. And again, like what is the technology you are using to store your data, like how you are designing your web application, like front end, back end, controller, who is controlling everything.
Yeah.
To answer your query, yes.
Yeah.
Exact duration, class duration, yes. As I mentioned, initially we will take 1 hour session till core and advanced Java. So once we start with this web application concepts like Java EE concepts, course will prepone is nothing but like it will extend to 1 hour 15 minutes. 15 minutes extra I need to take it up to cover the syllabus.
Yeah, the classes will be from Monday to Friday, and Saturday and Sunday will be holidays. So again, MK, I mean, can you also cover how data flows between systems and how do we decide what systems to be in there?
No, I have not received your query, but the system, as I said, right, like for us, the system is client and server for now. For now, I mean, you can consider that one only. So client is nothing but your machine, your requirement. So again, the data, yes, the data, how you are flowing, like how the data is stored in another repository, we will cover servlet, JDBC, JSP and Spring Boot concepts. We'll show like what is the input you are going. So when you enter input, like when you're performing operation, so how your input is traveling is nothing but navigating from one source to another source, where again, like if you want to retrieve the same data, again, like how are we interacting with the third party system so that whatever I have saved the data, I can get it. In that way, yes, we can do, but make sure that we have only client and server machines. Kafka, RabbitMQ, no. Kafka will share during the cloud computing sessions. So basically like Kubernetes, Spring Cloud, Kafka, I will take it up like at the end of the session. So basically how these field tools we can utilize as part of our daily work.
I hope that also answers MK question. So any more questions, guys, before I get into the course fundamentals?
But as I said, right, this is a main expectation from me. Like this is my query is nothing but like, as I said, main expectation from my end is nothing but like at the end of this course, like how people or how student will become confident. Two things: join the class regularly. As I mentioned, like if you are working and if you don't have time to join live classes regularly, without fail, spend some time on that recording sessions, do assignments. Okay, again, like do practice whatever the programs we are going to cover in live classes. So what happens here is like when you do practice, listening is different. Typing a code with our fingers is different with our hand. So whenever you do practice with your hands, then only a confidence, you will get a confidence. And you know the pain points also, like how program we need to write, like what is the exception, if any error come, how do I need to fix? So whenever you will get an exception, right, if you face that exception, if you fix that exception, that confidence level is different.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why always I suggest students who are joining the classes, so don't simply listen the class and go. Write, design your programs as well. Okay, so we are here for you. So 1 year most probably. So whatever the support you required, whether that is an interview perspective, even like whatever the material, as I said, right, whatever the material I'm going to share my students, still if I face any error or still I face like what is the concept I need to implement as part of the design, I will refer that material only.
Yeah.
Okay, so that like a major amount of time we spent, like hardly 90 to 100 days I have spent on that material, so that it will be easy for everyone. Like so that verdicts also we have taken, so it will be easy. So as I said, like if you are investing more amount of time here, expectation from my end is, so do practice. If you are doing a practice, then any programming language is easy.
Yeah.
Practice makes, that's it.
Sir, can you give me host access so that I can show them the platform and also discuss the fee structure?
Yes, sure.
And please be with us, sir. We'll also discuss about the efforts kept into the material during the.
Yeah, sure.
Give the host access.
I have given. Please check now.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, that's about all technical details. Now let's get into the course fundamental details. How many days the course is going to be? What is the fee structure? What is the platform? How are you going to get access to the platform? So this slide describes everything related to that. So we will be having 3 demo classes. These 3 demo classes will be free. Today is the first demo class. From tomorrow, the actual class begins, and we'll also consider that as a demo class. Since we have a participation of more than 30 students and still actively listening to us, that's a very good number. That's a very good active listening. So 3 demo days, you guys are welcome every day to join the class for free. And then after 3 demo days, that is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. From Thursday, we expect you guys to pay for us. The fee structure will be 24,600 Indian rupees, which is supposed to be paid in 2 installments. The second installment will be paid after first month. The first installment will be paid by Thursday and Friday. So it will be the half of 24,600, that is 12,300. So we expect you guys to join the class to pay 12,300 by Thursday or Friday. So if you have any more, if you want any more discussions to be happening on this, you can ping me on WhatsApp. So I'll share the number by the end of this call. So it's the course fees is 24,600 to be paid in 2 installments, 12,300 each installment. After first month, the second installment should be paid. So the credentials. Once we receive the first installment from you guys, we will be sharing the platform credentials with you. Now, what is this platform? This platform is where all the recorded sessions will be uploaded. So every day we'll be having live sessions, and once live sessions are completed, all that live session is recorded and will be uploaded to that platform. So I will be giving you a demonstration to that platform now. So please stick with me. I hope my audio is clear, right? Please, anyone respond?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's clear.
Yeah. So we'll be having a Plural Labs platform for all our registered students. So I'll be showing you from how to log into that platform. So once the first installment is paid, we'll be sharing login credentials to you. Once the login credentials are shared, you are supposed to visit plurallabs.com. Basically, we are a software development company for startups, and we are also providing this course for students. We also started this IT training for students as well. So once you visit plurallabs.com, on top right corner, you will see a button called Student Portal. So you need to click on that Student Portal and click on Login and enter your login credentials that are shared with you. Here are my login credentials. So currently I'm showing you a dashboard of a batch 2 student. So this is a dashboard of batch 2 student. Let's see what is inside. So this is how it looks. So in batch 2, we had around 101 sessions. So this is the final session that we conducted, day 101. So I'll take you to the first session that happened. So this is how the course videos, materials, and assignments are uploaded. So if you carefully look at this card, the class title, the instructor name, the class recording, the material, and the assignment are uploaded in every day's card. So a class recording will look something like this.
So I have a quick question. So we're gonna cover already recorded sessions, or you're gonna
No.
take
These
the
are
new
fresh
sessions?
sessions. These are fresh sessions. These are live sessions. So
Mhm.
I'm just giving you a demonstration of how the batch 2 people used to access the platform.
Okay, gotcha.
every day the new session will be uploaded to the platform. So this is just
Okay.
basic
So
demo for batch 2 student.
so we are having access to this dashboard?
Yeah, you'll be having access to this dashboard, but not to these videos. You'll be having access to the fresh recorded videos that will be happening during this course.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. So let's say we completed the first class. The first class will be uploaded in your dashboard, and then
Mm-hmm.
the second day, the second class will be uploaded. Third day, third class will be uploaded. This continues for next 4 months.
Oh, okay. What about the assignments? Assignments
Okay,
also
one
you're
second,
gonna upload it?
let me cover this demonstration so that most of your queries
Okay.
can be sorted out in this demonstration. So
Yeah.
this is how the class recording looks like. And you will be having access to all this class recording and material for next 1 year. And after class recordings, this is how the material looks like. So in the material tab, whatever discussion happened in the class of that particular day, all that material will be uploaded to this section. So if you click on download, you can have access to all our materials. So this is how the material looks like. And most of our students, even students from batch 1 and batch 2, still use these materials to sort their queries during the job, or use these materials to even prepare for the interviews. So that's how powerful this material is. Sir, Basha sir, would you like to speak a few words about the material, the efforts went into the material, and what this material usually covers?
Yeah, sure. So again, like this material is about, as I said, right, like concept to concept, like what are the concepts we are going to cover. So once the current class is going to complete, I'll share that material on that concepts, like whatever the concepts we discussed on that particular day, we'll share only those material, so that like we'll get a time to go through that, to brush your concepts, whatever you learned from that live class. And like again, at the end of the material, we have FAQs also, like concept wise, and like assignment also. So whatever the assignments like we have here, so we'll cover everything here. Like again, like this material gives you everything, like what is that concept, what is the syntax, what are the keyword I need to use, what is the input program I have written, what is the expected output. After that, like what is your assignment, you need to take it up. So all those things collaborate in that material, so that for you it will be easy, in the sense, even if you, this is nothing but like in some of the cases, like due to some work or some any production release, might be you missed 1 or 2 classes, still you are not going to see the recording. So this material will give equal to recording sessions, like that is very easy to understand, to practice that particular concept in your local machine.
Yeah, these materials are as clear as the video recordings and live classes as well. So this will be very helpful to you. And sir, will also the code snippets that are discussed in the class will be available on these materials?
Yes.
And one more question, can we download the videos as well, or no, we don't have access to download the videos?
The download access is not available. You need to log into the platform and click on view to access these videos.
Yeah, I understand. In future, if I want to refer back, if I need the videos, so I can't able to get it?
No, you will be having access for these videos till next 1 year.
Yeah, I understand. But after 1 year?
Yeah, then we can have a discussion with you for special cases.
Okay.
And then, yeah, assignments, every class assignments will be available on the dashboard. So you are supposed to click on those assignments, go through them, and submit those assignments. To submit these assignments, we'll be providing instructors' email. The team's email. So we expect you to submit these assignments regularly within 24 hours of submission. But still, since we also have job professionals, there is some convenient in that. But we expect you to submit these assignments as soon as possible, so that you will be having hands-on experience with the course that is happening. So this is how the platform looks like. And yeah. So every day, once you have access to this platform, to join the class, you are supposed to click on this live class option and click on join meeting, so that you will be in the meeting. This is how you access the live classes. There will be no URL, no link shared in the WhatsApp groups, just like how we did for this class and for next demo classes. Once you are registered with us, you are supposed to click on this live class and click on join meeting to attend our classes. And even you will be having access to the entire syllabus. We'll also share the syllabus content to you on the WhatsApp as well. So this is how the platform looks like. And if you have any queries, please start posting them in the chat section. I will read every query and answer to them accordingly. And regarding the class timings are from Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m. EST. This is the live class timing. Once the class is over, the recorded version of that class will be uploaded to the platform just as shown to you. So that's how classes will be conducted. And then, as we discussed about the material, class material assignments will be uploaded to the dashboard. So to figure out if you have any queries during the class, you can ask there in itself to the instructor. And if you have any query after the class, we'll be providing you with a personal email address for the instructor. You can shoot your queries in that email. And if you have and once you complete the assignment, we also expect you to submit this assignment to another email address. So all these details will be shared with you once you are registered with the class. So this is it about the fundamentals of the class. If you have any queries, you can start asking in the chat section. How many projects we will do? Question by Akshara.
It's not about projects, it's about a web applications. So based on the technology wise, again, like if you take project, right, like that mini project itself, it will going to cover 45 days. So let me clear you. This is nothing but a web application, not a project. Web application, technology wise, will adopt the technology, whatever we are learning. So like, again, based on we are building a web application so that like you can consider as a module, multiple modules we are going to cover as part of our course structure, whether that is a servlet, JSP, Hibernate, JDBC, Spring Boot concepts and all.
So how long will it take for you to upload the recording sessions after the class? We'll
1
try
hour?
to
Yeah,
we'll
one
try to
hour
upload.
most probably.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll try to upload the recording classes as soon as possible. So hardly you can expect within 2 to 3 hours the classes will be uploaded to the dashboard. We'll try to do it within 1 hour as well. So yeah, that's the time period. Any more questions, guys? Questions regarding the fee structure, timings? Do we build an application using all the modules after the classes complete?
Yes. So we'll take the knowledge, whatever the concepts we covered. Let's say to answer your query clearly, let's say servlet. Servlet is one concept. So most probably like 10 to 12 sessions we are going to there. Multiple web applications we are going to develop and design there. So at the end of the course, we'll take 2 sessions to cover whatever the concepts we learned. The 12 sessions will take all the knowledge and build a web application.
So guys, during the first 3 days of this demo class, if you have any queries, WhatsApp me. Here is my WhatsApp number. In the chat section, you can find it. And one more thing, once you are registered with us, we will have a dedicated WhatsApp group for our students of batch 3. So in this group, only the students who are registered with us will be present and instructors will be present. So everything related the class for next 100 days, the discussions will happen in the groups. So you will be a closed community. You can interact with other friends. You can interact with instructors. You can interact with me. You can interact with the management. So every interaction will happen in that WhatsApp group. So that's how transparent this course will be for next 100 days. So one question is, how should we proceed with payment? Will you be providing bank details or any other payment information? Yeah, so I'll be providing all the bank details, UPI details to you so that you can do the payment for that. Give me a minute. I'll also share those details here. Yeah, I'm sharing the payment details in the chat section. Once the payment is done, please WhatsApp me your screenshot so that I can share the credentials with you, login credentials with you. Once the payment is done, I will share the login credentials. I shared the payment process, payment details in the chat section. You can use those bank details or UPI details to pay us. If you have any queries, WhatsApp me. I'll also share these details in the WhatsApp group. I hope everyone is connected with us in
Hey,
Plural Labs
uh,
cohort WhatsApp group.
sorry to interrupt you. So the class is going to start from tomorrow, huh? At what, I mean, from when the class is going to be
At the
start?
same time tomorrow.
Oh, from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the first 3 classes will be free classes. So we have free classes till Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we can make the payment by Wednesday or it should be done by tomorrow?
Yeah, you can make the payment by Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks.
So if, is anyone here is still not connected with us in the WhatsApp community group that I added yesterday? Is there anyone? So if you guys are not connected to us in the WhatsApp community, I strictly recommend you guys to connect with us in the WhatsApp community so that every detail about the course for next 3 days will be posted in that community regarding the bank details,
Uh,
structure, syllabus.
I was not there in the community. Can you please add me? Never mind. I
Yeah.
can text you my number.
Yeah, see, I'm also sharing the community WhatsApp community
Oh,
link in the chat section.
okay.
You can click on it and join the community. So if you have
Yeah,
any
sure.
queries, you can WhatsApp me.
Yep. Yeah, just share me the link. Okay, got it.
Any more questions, guys? So yeah, to understand more about the classes, I strictly recommend you guys to even join tomorrow's session and day after tomorrow's session as well, so that you will get a clear understanding about how these classes will be conducted. Today, I think that was a very detailed insight by Basha sir about the course structure. Tomorrow, we'll be starting the classes, the real classes, the actual classes. So I recommend you guys to be connected with us and join the classes on the same Zoom link. I'll also keep posting on the WhatsApp community. So you guys will be in loop. If you have any queries, you can shoot me here or you can also text me on WhatsApp. My number is available in the chat section. Yeah. If we have no questions, maybe we can wind it up. I'll wait for 5 more minutes to hear your questions. Or you can also unmute yourself and post your questions. There is a non-technical question. Could you please make sure that muting is strictly enforced when someone is speaking or presenting? Yeah, of course. This will be enforced. Today we had some technical confusion, so that's the reason maybe we were unable to do that in the beginning of the class, but usually it will happen in the very beginning of the class. I'm still here. If you guys have any questions, you can unmute yourself and talk to me.